Hi all, this is a final video, part 3 for how I select my high time frame picks for the week. This is just a summary for the week starting 17th of September 2018. And I think because in the past 2 weeks it's been relatively reliable. For the past 2 weeks. The first week I actually had a lot more pairs, so the quality of the picks wasn't that great. And last week the pairs were a bit smaller, and I also had some pairs which were contingent upon a few conditions, such as I have to be careful and make sure that the momentum is strong before riding it. So that's why I had only said consolidation sells, and those ended up reversing. So last week I also actually replayed the week on the 15-minute time frame on TradingView, and saw how I could have played it if I was fully focused on that pair. That is, on my best entry pairs. I looked at what sort of return I could be making on those, and my best entry pairs were US yen, Euro Kiwi, and Aussie Kiwi. So I think in order it was US yen, Aussie Kiwi, and Euro Kiwi were my top 3 pairs for that week, and even Euro Pound to some extent, but not Euro Pound was not it. Euro Pound was not it. This was a copied comment, so I should delete that. So overall, it looks like if I had just gotten a relatively reasonable 15-minute entry and just added positions, now there was potential for some really high R's to be made on these top pairs. So that's the post analysis I did for the week last week. So even though I was not able to catch the pairs, I'm going into this week with a bit more confidence, with the knowledge that my high time frame analysis is generally quite reliable and accurate, so I should have no hesitation in taking lower time frame entries and adding on good momentum. So those are my thoughts for how I want to play this week. Already missed the start of some moves, but that's okay. I think the main things I have to work on are entries. I have to nail the entries on these things, because the whole point of doing these high time frame analysis is to catch it from a low time frame and get those really high R returns consistently. And the other thing is, I realized that yesterday I had actually had some alerts on for some of these pairs, and my alerts ended up either not getting hit or getting hit, but during the time I was sleeping. But for the ones that were not getting hit and still moved, I think I misjudged where the pullbacks should start and finish. So I have to focus on doing a better job of those, and I think that involves looking at the multiple time frames as required, and really understanding on each time frame where the likely reactions are. And so my plan going forward is I want to extend the accurate type of analysis I do for the higher time frames and extend it down to the lower time frames and lower, because and think in the same way and extend it down, because I think that would then my analysis even for entries would be quite strong. So those are my thoughts. Looking forward to this week, and I'll probably do a post review video at the end of this week as well. Okay, so thanks, and comments and questions are very much welcome.